hold on real quick, cause I feel the need to drop this video for y'all just to give y'all a clear understanding of things real quick. So just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. All right, all right. Just testing real quick. Okay, let's make something clear. First of all, this demo is low-key useless. I'm just gonna let you know that now. It's pretty much useless. It is a way to give you a feel for the game, but it's also worthless. So first and foremost, I don't know if everybody has seen my video, my last live stream video for 2K20, as far as the build I created. All of these skill breakdown charts, this isn't all of them. In the full game, which I'm still debating on getting, I'll probably get it to be able to pass the time, but then at the same time, it's almost like, yo, you just wasted a whole 60 to play a game that you're not really going to play that much. But that's besides the fact. Let's just stick to the reason of making this video here. Bottom line is, this is just to clarify to you all of these. The big controversy right now are the pie charts, aka the skill breakdown charts. These are archetype choices, and of course these aren't all of them. Okay, these aren't all of them. And to be honest with you guys, no matter how you decide to build your chart, build your archetype, whatever you want to call it, there's going to always be an attribute cap at 95. Okay? Nothing goes beyond 95. Nothing goes beyond 95. And then on top of that, in order to acquire a 95, you have to be either a pure slasher, a pure shooter, a pure playmaker, or a pure defender. Alright? This is just something I'm just going to have to clarify for all of you. For anybody that has questions, anybody that has misconceptions, or trying to understand any of it. No matter what archetype skill breakdown that you choose, or no matter what pie you choose. I am really hating that we're using that term. But anyway, no matter which one you choose, at the end of the day, the attribute cap is going to be 95. So all the NBA players, the builds you guys are trying to create in order to have, in order to be able to play like them, it's just not going to be possible, because their attributes have no barriers. So you're going to play in similarities to Kyrie Irving. Like, I would like to play like Kyrie Irving, but I know I'm not going to be able to maximize to actually play like Kyrie Irving, because for one, we all know I won't get beyond a 95 ball handle, which is literally the biggest trait of Kyrie Irving. The only way I'll even be able to scratch the surface is becoming a pure playmaker. Just that simple. That's the only way I'll be able to scratch the surface. Not to mention, Kyrie can also shoot the ball. Kyrie also plays decent defense. He can actually play lockdown defense. But I'm just going to say, because he's not known as a defender, what we know him for is his ball handling prowess, his prowess in getting to the basket, and his shooting prowess. Period. His ability to create shots for himself is the incredible ability that he possesses. And of course, we all know his ball handle is going to be beyond a 95. His his ball handle is going to be beyond a 95. His shooting abilities, I'm pretty sure his shooting capabilities are somewhere from 85 to a 90. So that's cool. His finishing abilities, I'm pretty sure his driving layup is somewhere in that 90, maybe to a 96 or 97 complex. And that's simply because Kyrie Irving is great at finishing around the rim. So the funny thing is, a lot of people haven't paid attention to is I can make a pure playmaker. You know, every time you create a build, they'll show 3 players that your player is similar to. Thing is, if you go to playmaking, shooting, or finishing, depending on the stat line and depending on what other traits you have, you're more than likely, if you have a good combination of any of the 3, guarantee you Kyrie Irving will pop up. Kyrie Irving's gonna pop up. That's just what it is. But I just want to clarify that. That's first and foremost. I'm just going to put the pure playmaking build. I'm not really going to go all the way into it. When it comes to this portion, just allocate the points to wherever you want to allocate them to. It's really that simple. This is just you choosing. This is just literally you choosing like what you want. Is really that simple. It's not a big deal. A lot of people are thinking too much into it, but I'm still gonna go ahead and kind of run with it. I think I'm gonna just leave it at pretty much. I'm gonna leave it at this. I'll go ahead and increase the shooting abilities too. Because, I mean, pretty much it's going to be very little in the defensive category. Obviously. It's going to be very little in the defensive category. Do I want to really have the post moves and everything? Pretty much when you're allocating points, it's dictating how many badges you're going to get. That's really all it's doing, y'all. It really dictates what badges how many badges you're going to have. And the thing is, that's actually important. And of course, I know I'm making this video at like damn near like somewhere between 3 and 4 in the morning. Don't really care though. Anyway, when you are allocating your points, allocate them to where you want to allocate them to. I say the stuff that you want, allocate your points to it. Because then what you have left over will be based on whatever badges you want to acquire. But for right now, I'm just gonna run with this setup here. I always go with define. I just rather go with define. This process, everybody's in their mind like, okay, go beyond, pretty much go 6'4", 6'5", and you ain't gotta worry about nothing, yada yada whatever. Let me tell y'all something. Like I've said in the previous 2Ks. If you have specific traits and specific attributes you are going for, stick with that. Stick with it. Stop thinking about how 2K19 went or how 2K18 went. Stop worrying about that, because this demo is literally specifically for 2K20. It's that simple. It's not rocket science, people. It's really not. Thing is, I'm just dropping all of this just to get y'all to understand and to actually see what the situation is and what's going on. I'm gonna go with 6'4". My actual build that I actually ran with, it's not even based on this archetype, but y'all saw that. We're not even gonna go into it. So we're just gonna go 6'4". Your weight. A lot of people feel like going the lightest is the best way to go. It really doesn't matter. It's based on what you want to do. For people who are slashers and are trying to catch bodies, Here is some wisdom for you. Strength. Your strength attribute has nothing to do with you dunking on anybody, finishing on anybody. It has nothing to do with that. Strength is simply for post moves. Period. Your strength only has to do with your backing down other players in the paint. Whether it's in the paint, high post, from the three, whatever. That's what your strength is allocated to. It has nothing to do with your dunking. Period. If you want to have something to do with your dunking, stick to upgrading your vertical. Cool. In this build, I'm actually gonna stick with that 195 because I don't really need to be any lighter, honestly, because all it's doing is increasing lateral quickness, and that really doesn't matter. Because again, this is a pure playmaking build, so I could have really put whatever height except 6'6", and all of my playmaking abilities just wouldn't have been affected. That simple. Playmaking abilities just wouldn't have been affected. Now, again, keep in mind, it's based on what you want for your build. That's pretty much what all of this entails to. It's just your build, guys. It's really just your build. It's no big deal. It's nothing to make rocket science out of. It's a build. And to be honest with you, I'm looking at it and it's looking pretty good. I've done pure playmaker before, so it's whatever. I'm gonna go to playmaker takeover and bam. I'm pretty sure. Bam. Who's in there? Like I said, there's Kyrie Irving. What did I say to y'all? If you have some type of slashing, shooting, and playmaking in your build, similarities for Kyrie Irving is going to show up. Russ has the same kind of play style. Derrick Rose has the same kind of play style. Period. That's just what it is. Now, some people are really actually working hard to create just a playmaker, or just a slasher, or just a shot creator, or just a lockdown. That's cool too. There's really nothing wrong with it. Now, when you get to this portion, again, it's not rocket science, guys. Just go ahead and play with your character at a 99. Everybody's overthinking it because everybody's worried about the grind of the game. Everybody's worried about the grind, and they're just like, oh, well, I'm not going to have this stat line until I'm a 99. Not true. You get to raise your attributes off the rip. So with this build, starting out, I could have my pass accuracy and my ball handling a 95. Off rip. Off rip. Right at the beginning of player creation. I can put pass accuracy and ball handling to a 95 if I want to. That's my choice. And then the other thing is, people are like, oh, well, I might as well just go ahead and put it at an overall 85 just to see what my ratings are going to be. No, your ratings aren't going to be this. Your ratings could be totally different in the full game. When you get to playing the actual game, my ratings, if I were to choose this build in the actual game, my ratings won't look like this. It'll literally be what I choose for it to be. That also goes for your physicals, ladies and gentlemen. So you might as well just play at a 99. You get to set your attributes, you get to set your physicals, and you get to pick your badges. It's that simple. Everybody's kind of overthinking it because, again, we're relating it back to 2K19. Stop thinking in the past, y'all. Just stop thinking in the past. Let go of the whole 2K19 thought and all of that stuff. Just let go of it. So, when you're playing the demo, create your build. Create the builds they got for you. Honestly, I would advise for everybody to try out a pure try out a pure or a more so, a more predominant archetype build based on one archetype. So one that's more so slashing, one that's more so shooting, one that's more so playmaking, and one that's more so defense. And figure out what feels good. That's what I would advise people to do. Because the thing is, you have six opportunities to create a build, but the thing is, everybody knows the way to continuously play it. And shout out to iPod King Carter for that. If you guys would like to find out how to do that, you can either go to iPod King Carter's channel, and if you end up seeing this video late, I mean, I'm still gonna let you know. Pretty much what you do is you go to your settings, you delete your NBA 2K20 save data in your regular save data file and your online cloud save data. Delete all of it, sign out, then run NBA 2K20 again, like open it back up. So when you first come out of the game, close the application, go to your settings, delete your save data for 2K20 and delete your online save data for 2K20. And then you sign out of your account. Then you open the game back up. When you run the game and you get to the screen where it starts, usually people will tell you to wait till it gets to the screen where it's showing all the NBA teams. Wait till Anthony Davis pops up. Pretty much wait till Anthony Davis pops up. Hit the heart. Go back to the regular screen and sign back in. Then come back into the game. You're good. You're all set. You're golden. All right. But bottom line, people, I'm just trying to let y'all know, it's this game, this demo, it's not that deep. It's not. But I would advise everybody to try the different, pure archetypes, just so you can try out the badges and see what differences each badge has. That is my advice to you all. And then with the shooting badge, just to let y'all know, jump shots will be slow if you do not have quick draw. Period. There is no more opportunity to create a jump shot to have a fast release. You must have this quick draw badge. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts, no questions, no nothing. That's it. Now, I'm not really going to go over all the badges with y'all because, I just want to get the information out there that a lot of people are just overthinking this. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. Just try the demo. Simply try it. Get a feel for the game. Get a feel how things work. I will let y'all know. Stamina is terrible. Movement speed for you is going to be terrible. They fixed it in the full game, but that's it. A lot of things have been fixed for the full game. But as for right now, this is what you got to work with. If you just want to see how the game is, there you have it. And honestly, that's all I got for y'all. One person asked if Ankle Breaker really makes a difference. If Ankle Breaker on Hall of Fame really makes a difference. It actually does. I'm going to let y'all know that now. Ankle Breaker makes a difference in the game. If you see my first live stream, when I first played the demo and created my build and all that good stuff, Ankle Breaker makes a difference. But that's all I got for y'all. I'll holler at y'all later.